Hey Algebra 1 students, this is going to be 1.2 part 2 and then a little bit of 1.3 notes. We are kind of going to do these together. I think that they work well together. So I'm going to do part 2 of 1.2. All I want to do is do some more complex examples for you because the one that I gave you in the first video was pretty basic. So I want to look at things that have some parentheses in them. So let's say we have 4 times 5 plus 2 divided by 18 minus 1. I need to use the order of operations in order to solve this correctly because like I was showing you in the other video, if you do not do the order correctly, you will not get the right answer. Math, there is a right answer. We need to get it. We need to follow these steps in order to find it. So what I need to do first is I need to look for parentheses. So I go along in my expression, I see, okay, do I see any parentheses? And I do, I see parentheses here. They can also look like brackets. They might have like a corner to them instead of a curve. Those are parentheses. So that means that no matter what else I have, once I know that I have parentheses, parentheses are like a spotlight. They are saying whatever is in the parentheses needs to be taken care of first. Okay, so this part needs to be taken care of before anything else gets done. So I'm going to rewrite 4 times. Now I need to work with this because this is the first thing that I need to deal with, parentheses. So 5 plus 2 is 7 divided by 18 minus 1. So what I want you to notice is I just copied down the exact same stuff unless it was inside of the parentheses, okay? I'm going to make one quick adjustment to clear things up. Sometimes we have like 2 times 3. I think we might have talked about that a little bit. And that's a way that we can write multiplication. That's what's happening here. So it's really 4 times 7. But it's a little bit weird because we are using parentheses to do multiplication, basically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite that as 4 times 7 divided by 18 minus 1, just copying things down. I just changed how that looks because now when I do my scan and say, okay, do I have any parentheses left? The answer is a definite no. If I look at this and I'm like, do I have any parentheses left? You can say yes, I have these. And sometimes you will see something like this and you'll say, okay, well, what do I have to do with a 7? And the answer is you don't have to do anything with a 7. Remember that these are all about the operations. So this is, you're looking for plus, minus, multiply, divide, exponents. Those are the things that we are trying to work with. If you just have a number, you don't have to do anything to it. You don't have to have order of operations to process that. So when you have something in parentheses that is just a number, it doesn't have any of those operations, that means that you don't have to do anything with it. Usually that's going to mean that it's being multiplied by something. Ooh. It's being multiplied by something. So you can rewrite it if you want as, well, this is like 1 times 3. So you could say 1 times 3. You can rewrite it if that helps you. Or you can recognize that's just a regular 3. There's no operations. I don't need to make any changes to that. I can move on to the next step, just like we're about to do. So exponents, let's scan for exponents. Do we have any exponents? No, we don't have any exponents. So we're good there. Let's look at multiplication and division. Ooh, we do have some multiplication and division, don't we? We're looking at this one here. There's multiplication there, and there's division there. So I have two multiplication and division operations. I need to solve those going left to right. So what I'm going to do is each line, I forgot my equal signs up here. I'm going to say that is the same thing as, and I'm going to work on this portion here because that's the farthest left. And I am not going to touch anything else. I'm just going to continue to pull it down like I was doing before. So the only thing that we're doing, the only operation we're doing is 4 times 7. And we get 28. And then we write down everything that we had. Okay, so this is actually a pretty terrible problem. It's not going to end up nicely. I just made it up, honestly, so I'm sorry about that. It's starting to look a little gross. What I mean by that is like decimals and fractions. It's not going to be as pretty. So we'll make it through though. This is 28 divided by 18 minus 1. I'm going to scan through. I have multiplication and division still that I need to work with. This time, the operation, or the things that are having the operation, are 28 and 18, which is, like I said, gross. But we get 28 divided by 18. I am like getting caught here. Okay. Guess I've got to do a little quick division. Oh boy. Okay, so not only is it a decimal, it's a repeating decimal, so that's a bummer. But we would have 1.5 repeating minus 1. That minus 1 gets carried down. Even though we've got kind of a mess, we still look for the last piece here, addition and subtraction, because we are done with multiplication and division. There's nothing left, but we do have that subtraction. So I'm going to do that one as this? No. Addition, subtraction. This is what I'm adding or subtracting. And it happens to be 1.5 minus 1, which is going to give me 0.5, technically repeating. And like we had inside of the parentheses, once you get down to that answer and there's no more operations, you're done. There are no more operations in that expression. I don't have to worry about it anymore. Let me do a nicer one. Here's another one. Unfortunately, I'm going to be making this one up too, but don't have them with me. 2 squared plus 4. Oh my gosh, did I miss? Okay, we're good. Plus 4 minus 2 times 10 divided by 2. Yeah, that's good. 2 squared plus 4 minus 2 times 10 divided by 2. parentheses I have right there. So I rewrite everything except the parentheses. The parentheses I'm going to deal with. That turns into a 5. Now those parentheses are really just meaning multiplication, so it's not a problem here. I just move on to my next step, which is exponents. We actually have an exponent in this problem, so I need to evaluate my exponent, which is going to be 2 squared is 4, and then I copy down everything else that I have. You can leave the parentheses like that if you want for multiplication. We could also have put it as 2 times 5. Exponents, there we go. Multiplication and division. That's addition, subtraction. Now I've got multiplication, so I need to do that one next. 4 plus 4 minus, now what's 2 times 5? It's 10. Okay, so now 4 plus 4 is, well, we need to do addition and subtraction. We've got addition and subtraction operations. We need to go left to right, so 4 plus 4 is the one we're going to do first. And we get 8 minus 10, and then we do 8 minus 10, our last operation, and we get -2, and that is our answer, okay? So the other thing that I'm going to do, so 1.3 notes, I'm just going to explain it right now. I am going to be attaching pictures of some tables to this assignment. They are about properties. What I want you to do for those notes is copy down those tables, read through it and see if you can kind of get what they're saying. Look at the examples especially, but I need you to copy down those tables so that we can talk about it on Monday and you'll have those for reference, okay? So I hope you guys have a great weekend and see you later. Thanks. Bye.